It's 6:43. Welcome back. Jessica Bellegarde is a local foster mom who decided to grow her family by fostering and adopting children from her tribe. But as we explained in part one of Fostering Hope, the journey has been anything but easy. Jessica was fostering 4 children, and the adoption of her 2-year-old foster child was nearly complete. But suddenly, everything came to a halt. And today I'll tell you what led to all 4 foster children being taken from Jessica. Jessica Bellegarde continued to care for the twins, a 4-week-old baby, and a toddler she was in the process of adopting. But incidents with the twin boy persisted.
The little guy, he did have behavioral issues. He would get up in the night, and one night he did fall down the stairs. He was taken to the doctor for that.
Jessica reported these incidents to the twins' case manager as well as the preschool. She went on to request help in finding suitable disciplinary options, as well as a possible new placement for the boy. Jessica asked to continue caring for his twin sister, who she says was thriving in her home. January 8th, several weeks after Jessica started requesting help, the caseworker emailed her, stating she would look into finding new placement. By January 10th, Jessica was informed they found placement for both twins, but Jessica decided that would be too traumatizing for the twin girl who was thriving in her care. So she decided to continue trying to find therapy for the twin boy. But January 22nd, the unimaginable happened. A 960 was filed against Jessica, a report of suspected child abuse or neglect.
I went to the Head Start to pick them up, and I was greeted by the police officer and the social worker. And then I went into the office with them, and they told me what was going on. And they both immediately apologized. They were just, very sorry. And they were worried that they were going to lose a foster family, but at the same time, making sure that the children were safe. They did their jobs amazingly.
But it only got worse when she got home.
When the 2 social workers came to my home, they then let me know that I had to leave also because she was not adopted yet.
Jessica lost all 4 foster children that day. She immediately reached out to the twins' caseworker, who she says told her not to worry. They would get the twins placed in Morton County until she could take them home again. But Jessica said that was not possible.
Without even thinking, I just immediately said, no, the babies aren't coming back to my home. I asked you, I begged you ladies for help. I've asked you for services, for therapies, and I didn't get anything. And that is why I had to make a really tough choice.
While she knew she couldn't keep the twins, Jessica continued to pursue visitation rights with her foster daughter, who she was in the process of adopting, but she was denied visitation by the director of Turtle Mountain Child Welfare Family Services.
I begged her for visitation with my child, and I was told no. I even explained to her, my 2-year-old is not going to understand this. I have had her since birth. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have daycare during the day. The longest and I have ever been apart is 5 hours before this horrific ordeal. I explained this to her, and she said, you may have had her since birth, but I have custody of her. From that moment on, I instantly knew that this is retaliation. This is not going to end well.
Now tomorrow, Jessica will tell us what she's experienced since the children were removed from her home over 3 months ago. And I'll explain what she's doing today as she continues to fight to get her 2-year-old foster child back and finalize the adoption.